In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to write a very simple Hello World program in C++ using Visual Studio Express. In the next lesson, I'll go over the details of the program, but for this lesson, I just want to show you how to open Visual Studio Express, start a new project, type in a program, and get it to run. So we're going to start off by loading Visual Studio Express. There's lots of different ways to do it. From Windows 8, I just find the icon and load it. Let me resize this a bit to fit the screen. Hang on. Nope, I don't want it full screen. One moment. There we go. So we start off by either selecting File, New Project, or it's on the main screen, the splash screen that comes up. You can just select New Project. We're going to be writing Win32 console apps, so we're going to always select this template. We want to name this program. So we're going to call it Hello World. Click OK. Turns out I already have a Hello World, so I'll name mine Hello World 1. Hopefully I don't already have that. I don't. We really don't need to make any changes here, so we could just click Finish, but I'll go to Next just to show you. We want a console application. We want everything else as it is, so we'll click Finish. Take it just a moment to load. The first thing we have to do is add a library so that we can display mistake, I'm sorry. We need to include a library so that we can display the output. So we have to use what's called a pound include statement. I'm going to go over that in more detail in the next lesson. So for now, just type pound include and then angle bracket IOStream, close angle bracket, using namespace STD, which really means standard. Then you'll see that we have a template for our program. We'll leave that as it is. And we want to display Hello World. So we're going to type cout, which means write something to the console output. And then what's called the output operator, 2 less than signs. And then the phrase Hello World. And then put a semicolon at the end. And you'll see that it's sitting there waiting on you to do something. So we want to go ahead and run the program. So this little green arrow where it says Load Windows Debugger, that will start the compile run process. So click that button. Give it just a moment. Now, notice it very quickly displayed Hello World and then closed the console window. If you want that to stay open, you can hit Control F5. And Control F5 will freeze the window until you press any key. So like you can see here, it says Hello World. That's what we wanted to display. Press any key to continue. So if I hit any key, say the space bar, then the program stops. So that in a nutshell is how you compile and run a program and create a project in Visual Studio Express. Now we'll move on to the next lesson where I'm going to explain in more detail the parts of this particular C++ program and, turns out, the parts of most of the programs that you'll be writing.